Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new week of the weekly Forex market analysis. For the coming week, we'll be taking a look at the CADJPY, the CADCHF and the GBPCAD. The CADJPY, the CADCHF and the GBPCAD are all moving in similar market directions. So for the coming week, be expectant of some strong form of correlation between these pairs that are on the watch list. So the CADJPY and the CADCHF would most likely be positively correlating, and both of these pairs would most likely be negatively correlating with the GBPCAD. Let us start analyzing with the CADJPY. We can see that the CADJPY has gone nowhere for almost 2 weeks now. And out of this little movement, we have a rising wedge that is in place right now. So for the coming week, as long as the CADJPY remains within the confines of the wedge, be patient and just don't touch this pair. But then be patient and wait for the breakout of either the support of the wedge or the resistance of the wedge to form a probable market bias. CADCHF, which is the second pair on the watch list, shares everything with the CADJPY in terms of positive correlation at this moment and market structure at this moment. So with this structure, we have a similar bias that we had on the CADJPY, just on the CADCHF as well. As long as it remains within the confines of this rising wedge, there will be much to do. Patience is needed here as well to wait for the breakout of the support or the breakout of the resistance of the wedge. So with the way this market structure is set up, my bias is more slanted towards a break of the support, but then you can't really get ahead of yourself in this market. So just be patient and wait for the breakout of the either directions before you are certain. GBPCAD, which is the final pair on the watch list, kind of deviated from the first two pairs setups. So the GBPCAD also have the same idea if you look at its market structure very critically. We can see that this market structure is a wedge-like structure, but neither is it falling or rising. One may also call it a symmetrical triangle, but we are not here for naming ceremonies. We are only here to make money. So the prudent thing to do is to be patient and not tag this pair when it is still within the confines of this market structure. Be patient enough to wait for the breakout of the resistance or the break of the support to establish certain market direction. And one thing you need to note for the coming week is that all the market structures that we are looking at will be looking towards the breakouts of those structures. So be patient for the breakout and just know that the risks to breakout trading are false breakouts. On the fundamental side of things, there will be a couple of central bank announcements that will be pushing some currencies very much. But I presume that on Monday, we will have a quiet market day since it will be a holiday in the US and Canada, which are very critical to the Forex market. But then there's a construction PMI that will be affecting the Great British Pound earlier in the day. So for Tuesday, the day will be dedicated to the Australian dollars. The Reserve Bank of Australia would go into action to announce the interest rate. Then on Wednesday, we have a Canadian dollar day as the Bank of Canada's interest rate decision would be announced. On Thursday as well, the European Central Bank will go into action. So we may see more volatility on the euro pairs on Thursday before a few critical news would be affecting the US dollar pairs. Friday would also rather be a day dedicated to the British pound as a critical news like the GDP would be released on Friday. So that is it for the coming week. Be patient and wait for the breakouts while staying cautious of false breakouts. And see you next week if there are any critical setups.